Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the video series where I show you guys my method and how to learn a language using the picture and story method. If you don't know what the picture and story method is, I recommend you watch my video on learn any language first, which I will put in the description down below. So anyways, how we're going to approach learning a language is to first learn all the basic word and phrases that are used particularly every day to communicate. By learning all the fundamental and basics of how to speak and communicate in a language first, will help us build a solid foundation that could then be useful over time to help us learn and understand more advanced ways to speak and encode in that language we are trying to learn. There are around 300 of these basic words and phrases that we need to memorize in order to help build a foundation. And don't worry, using the picture and story method will make the process to remember them a much easier process to do. I will also put a link to a Google Word document that has all the basic words and phrases that you can check out to use as a checklist to know what to memorize and do your own self-study and follow along in this video. But overall, once you start learning all of these basic words and phrases, you should be able to use that language to get around places that has people speaking in that language right away. So get out your smartphone or tablet out, open up the Anki app, and let's get started in learning a language. As of this video, I am using the iPad mini with the Apple Pencil. Makes it much easier to draw, you know. The language that we are focused on learning in this video is Vietnamese. Why? Because one, I'm Vietnamese, and two, it's always good to refreshen up my Vietnamese because I'm American born. And my Vietnamese is just, I say, would be like a 6-year-old or 7-year-old kind of pronunciation or talk. And I want to take this chance while I'm refining my Vietnamese, while I'm doing that, is to show you guys how I am memorizing these words while I'm trying to refine how I pronounce these words. Because in honesty, you could memorize a bunch of words or phrases, but to actually speak that language, to actually say it correctly and have a way to eliminate the accent, it's going to be a challenge. But at least we can go over the biggest hurdle is memory, right? Because if you can't remember something, then is your learning really effective? So let's save some hassle and trouble by being able to remember better in order to make it easier in our journey to learn the language. Okay guys, so let's get started. So what we're going to start with is the core sentence structures. These are some of the most useful beginnings because you can attach many other words to them, like I want, I need, I like, I don't like. So yeah, simple starters. You guys can definitely, again, click in the link down below in the description if you want to open the document and follow along. But overall, we're going to start with I want in Vietnamese. So I'm going to type right here, I want. Okay, that's the first core sentence structure we're going to start with. And let's hear it.
Tôi muốn.
Okay, tôi muốn. And then we're going to go to the Anki app and press add and type here, I want. Oops. Okay, I want. And let's put some dots here. Basically, I'm going to record the word onto the Anki app to make it more convenient for future reference. So I'm going to press the microphone. Let's record this word using the Anki app.
Tôi muốn.
Okay, cool. We've got this word right here. Return. Okay, so after we have recorded successfully the sound into our Anki app, again, now it's time to turn it into picture form. So let's listen again.
Tôi muốn.
Tôi muốn. I think, yeah. Let's go to the drawing. and get our finger or Apple pencils out. And toy. Hmm. So again, what sounds very similar to toy? Like toy. I'm thinking of Toy Story. You know, Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear. I forgot that cowboy toy. I forgot his name. Anyways, I'm gonna draw Buzz Lightyear. Okay, that's the first thing that I can grab and attach my thinking to relate the sound of that syllable, toy. So I am going to draw Buzz Lightyear. So I'm gonna draw his head. And I don't know, I guess I'll draw that little bubble shield, you know, the oxygen helmet thing. And from here, I'll just draw his little, I guess visor or something. What is it? And here's like a red dot. I think that's what my brain can picture it as. I think should be enough to go by right here. So the next thing is toy. You gotta give your brain something to really hold information, to give it like a hint of what something similar sounds like, so it can, anytime when you try to retrieve the information, your brain will try to figure it out. I think that's the most important thing, is that it's not like there's a good argument again, is that we don't really forget information, we just forget how to retrieve information, and we need some sort of mnemonics, some sort of thing that we can relate it to hold and retrieve the information better. So I believe that imagery, storytelling can really help us retrieve information. So anyways, before I go on a tangent, toy moon, what this moon sounds like. It sounds like a moon, so yeah, let's just draw a moon. Okay, there you go. And here you go. Just basically little holes, and there you go. That's my best drawing of a moon. Here, I'll just draw like a little flag, American flag on it, because America. Onto the moon, because the moon landing, if you believe in it, I think the moon landing happened. Some people don't. There you go. That's the moon. Okay. So toy moon. Okay, so we got our pictures. Now it's time to tie everything together through story. So we'll just write the story that Buzz Lightyear went to the moon because he said, I want to be the first astronaut to claim it for America. Okay. Hopefully you can see it. Yep, there you go. So I tied everything together. The two images, okay? And the meaning, okay? Which is I want. So now, let's save this. There you go. That's the first core starter sentence that we've added. Okay. Let's go for the next one, is I need. So I'm gonna go here. And by the way, I think Google Translate nowadays is a very good source. You know what I mean? Especially since AI came out, it's pretty much a useful tool. You know, I think, and especially it's free. That's what I'm going for. If I try to like use any other language software programs to do demonstration of my method, I think I might get a copyright or in trouble. So I'm gonna avoid that and use Google for now. But if you guys have any other suggestions that I should try, let me know it down in the comments down below. Anyways, I need. Okay, let's hear the word.
Tôi cần.
Tôi cần.
Tôi cần.
Tôi cần. Tôi cần. Okay, so right here
Tôi cần.
oops. I just hit. Okay, anyways. Oh, I was clicking on the screen. Anyways, I need. There you go. You got the word I need. Now let's record it. Okay, so grab your device, which is, I have my iPad, but you have a smartphone, use that. And hold on, let me just, right now I have my laptop in front of me to do the recording.
Tôi cần.
There you go. I have it in my app. Now, let's break it down again. Okay. Tôi cần. I mean, we could use the whole Buzz Lightyear picture again, which is, hey, it's fine. Because we're trying to, I think the more images you reuse, it'll help you figure out a pattern, help you see a pattern much clearer, right? It's like your brain will latch on like, wait, I saw toy, Buzz Lightyear many times. That must mean, Buzz Lightyear means I, right? So toy, you hear that? I need, I want, tôi muốn, tôi cần. And you're like, oh yeah, tôi is I. So I don't know. That's how my brain kind of processes it, right? So let's try to draw Buzz Lightyear again, right? Do just a quick simple drawing of him. Again, it's just probably just his head, and then you got the green again. There you go. Okay, I got that. Now, this toy gun. Okay, we can just draw like a gun. Okay. Toy gun. I like to pay attention to the tonal, I guess. Toy gun. Let me just hear it one more time.
Tôi cần.
Toy gun. Gun. I think how to capture the tonal. If I want to be more accurate, I guess I'll try to draw this toy gun. And this gun shooting a bullet and it curved like that. You see that? You gotta give your brain like little hints in here and there to be creative so it can figure it out. So toy gun. Okay, so I'm gonna write again. Buzz Lightyear told himself that he needed to use his laser gun to shoot at the hold on, I needed that I needed, okay, needed to use the laser gun to shoot at the that I need at the aliens. Okay, this, yeah, probably a lot of you English grammars out there, or people who are just looking at the sentence, who are just kind of scratching their head or have some sort of amnesia. What was it? What's the word? I guess like a lot of headache just looking at this ridiculous, really odd story sentence. I think we shouldn't really stress over of being perfect all the time. I think we should just throw like throw up whatever we can to make things stick in our heads. So, my method is all about approaching things without any friction or stress or really perfectionism. We want to get an idea of using whatever that will work, that will make it easy for us to learn. Okay? So, again, there are no mistakes here, what did Bob Ross always say, And he always said like there's no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Yeah, just happy little accidents, right? You shouldn't just like make one mistake and be like, oh my gosh, just stress about it. You should just go with it, okay? Yeah, so let's keep going. So yeah, there you go. I need, I want. We just learned two things, okay? What's the next one on our list? Okay, the next word is I like, okay? So we're going to do this. I like.
Tôi thích.
Tôi thích.
Tôi thích. Tôi thích.
Tôi thích. Tôi thích. Okay. I guess that's how you say it. Okay, so I want. No, wait, hold on. I like, I meant. Excuse me. We already did. I want. I like. Okay. Again, let's record it.
Tôi thích. Tôi thích.
There you go. We have it in our app now. We're making cards here, okay? So after that, okay, let's go and draw it. Again, it's always Buzz Lightyear, Toitit. Again, after you guys, memorize a bunch of words, enough words to have in your arsenal to finally start talking to somebody, you guys really shouldn't be worried about the pronunciations, your pronunciation. I think people are very forgiving nowadays when they want, like, when you try to learn and practice with them. They really don't care, right? They're more happy that you're trying. And yeah, it's really much, you gotta see it as was it like a adventurous, like an opportunity to learn and practice, not something to always constantly be worried or try to be perfect at, because no one is really perfect, as we are beginners, right? Repetition, refinement will come naturally over time. The more you try, the more you practice, and the more you ask for help. So that's how my approach is that I'm trying to memorize as much as I can. And for the rest, it's up to me to go out there and ask for help, seek for help, right? To refine it, right? You're like a blacksmith, right? Their first sword, like the very first sword they make, is not gonna be sharp. It's gonna be dull, not great. But to make it great, they continuously work on it, practice it over and over. It becomes fluid, natural, and sharp. So, Doi tick. I think I'll just draw like a tick. You know, those like ticks that you get when you go hiking and stuff like that. Man, like nasty little things, right? They bite you, and you know, that's like my fear is that I'm always worried about getting ticks because of Lyme disease. And I know I met a couple of people that Lyme disease really messed them up for a couple of years. It's not something you want to get, right? And I don't want to risk getting Lyme disease. So yeah, doi tit tick tit, you know, doi tick doi tick. Yeah, I got really refine my Vietnamese. Right now, I know I sort of understand, you know, the southern way of learning Vietnamese, but I know that that's not technically the correct way of how you speak Vietnamese, which is the correct way is I hear it's from the northern way, you know? Southern way is like a lot of slangs, a lot of like, I don't know. It's like, you ever compare, if you guys, you know, live in America, if you compare the north versus the south, you know, you get what I mean, compared to New Yorkers when they talk to compared to people in Texas of how they talk, you get what I mean, right? So it's like same thing with Vietnam. The southern part will have a more southern slang, the northern part will have their slang, but you know, will be more, you know, what I think the consensus of English speaker is that I guess, you know, people consider the North the more accurate in how you should say it. But hey, that's a debate for, I don't know, for some other video or some other time. But yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to really like refine my Vietnamese in any way I can. And it's a good opportunity to just start over and go and, you know, go over the basics again. So doi tit, doi tit, doi tit, doi tik, doi tik, right?
Tôi thích.
Doi tik. Okay, that's yeah, that's messing up my head. I know in the southern way you're supposed to say like I hear a lot of doi tit, right? That's the southern way, I think, right? And I guess maybe hopefully this is the Google translator. They are teaching me the northern way. Hopefully. Again, comment down below. Let me know, guys. It will be really much of help. Doi tik. Okay. Anyways, let's just go here. I go Buzz Lightyear said I like ticks. I like ticks because it keeps the aliens away. Okay, there we go. Another little basic sentence that just sounds bizarre, but you kind of, you know, imagine it, all right? Like, I guess the more descriptive you are, again, the more easier and it'll be more helpful to remember. Right now, I guess I'm trying to just go through these quick because, you know, I'm so familiar with Vietnamese. So I want to keep it like simple and light, but I encourage you guys to be more imaginative and spend more time on each words or phrases that you come by and really, you know, spend more time being creative on your stories to make it more memorable. No matter how bizarre it is, right? It's not like you're gonna share this with anyone else. It's just for you. It's for you to do to help you remember words. Okay, I think that should be good. So, tôi muốn, tôi thích, and what was it? Tôi cần. Okay, I guess we got those three. Tôi cần. Tôi cần. Okay, so what's the next one? I don't like. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna type this out. I don't like. Okay. I'm gonna type right here. I don't. Okay. So we got I don't like right here. Okay. I don't like. Okay, let's hear it.
Tôi không thích.
Tôi không thích. Tôi không thích.
Tôi không thích.
Okay. So after that, let's record the sound onto the Anki app.
Tôi không thích. Tôi không thích.
Okay. So that's what we got. Let's see. Tôi không thích. Okay. Yeah, I will always say people, can make fun of this method, but honestly, I believe that it can work for all ages. It's convenient and easy to do, right? I don't think there's any other easy method and kind of fun method as this. I kind of gave up on the books approach, you could say. Where the one where you buy a textbook. I don't think, again, the whole idea of learning through textbook to me is kind of like a hassle, right? Either you can find it for free, or you have to drop down money and just read through it. I think you shouldn't reapproach learning a language that way. Again, I think you should try to learn it like a baby, right? And using this method will help you memorize things easier, but approach it like learning like a baby, because they learn one thing and they try to repeatedly try it over and over again for years until they finally say it very clearly and correctly. They start off absorbing knowledge first. Babies, they absorb knowledge, as much knowledge as they can. So in a weird way, they grow up understanding how to understand a language before they really try to communicate back, right? Because I really believe that when you hold up a baby, like I have my son, when I talk to him, I feel like he understands it. But for him, it's kind of like he's not willing to speak it right back to me, because he's kind of like still trying to like collect as much information as he can before he starts trying to play around and speak it. People can debate me on that approach, but I think this approach is way better. I think the approach of absorbing as much things as you can hold into your head, and then when you're finally feeling confident to try it out, then yeah, you can try it out. I think that's the best approach. Okay, tôi không thích. Tôi không thích, right?
Tôi không thích.
Tôi không thích. Come, like a comet, okay? So we're gonna draw a comet, or like a shooting star. Comets and shooting stars are kind of the same thing, right? Uh, comment. Okay, yeah. Like a shooting star or a comet. A comet that's like falling out from the sky. And tick. So we're just gonna draw the tick again. You know, make it easier. There you go. Doi come tick. Okay, now let's try to write a story that ties it all together. Okay? Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Buzz Lightyear. Man, a lot of Buzz Lightyear. Lightyear says, I don't like it when stars or when comets, big comets of that are filled with giant space ticks come falling down on Earth. Okay, there you go. That's my story. Okay, next one. So next one we have is I have. Okay, so I'm gonna write this on my MacBook. I have. And let's look at it. I have. Okay, let's listen to it.
Tôi có.
Tôi có. Okay. So I have. ... I have. So let's record this word.
Tôi có. Tôi có.
Okay. So tôi có. Okay. Again, don't spend too much on a drawing. Just make it very simple. That's all you gotta do. You know, people keep trying to stress out making the perfect drawing. You gotta just draw enough where your brain can register it and look at it and be like, oh, okay, I know what that is. Okay? That's literally all you're doing. Don't stress out. Golf. Like a golf ball. So I'm just gonna draw a puck like that, and here's a golf ball. Golf. Sounds similar to what I can work with in my brain. Buzz Lightyear says to his friends. Okay, I think it was Woody. That was his friend. Friend Woody that I have a golf set and that they should play a game of golf. Okay, that's a sentence I can just stick with. I always encourage people that, hey, if the story that you initially first wrote it's kind of, it doesn't work with you, you can always come back and change it. You can always change the story back. You can always redo your drawings, whatever works to help the information stick into your brain. I always encourage you to always strive for perfection, but not be perfect, okay? Don't always stress to be perfect. Strive to be perfect. Strive to get better. But that's all I'm hoping. Okay. Tôi có. Okay. Next one is I don't have. So I'm gonna write this into my laptop. I don't. I don't. Oh, hold on. I don't have. Tôi không có. Okay. We're seeing a pattern here, right?
Tôi không có.
Tôi không có. Right? This is like a way of chunking, right? You're really chunking the sentence out and really letting your brain figuring out a pattern, letting your brain automatically figure out pattern, because you're not really too stressed out or focused on how the order is. You're just letting your brain naturally figure it out, right? Let it adapt to it. So I think that's the funnest thing you can do. I don't have. I don't have. Okay, so let's record this.
Tôi không có. Tôi không có.
Okay, there you go. Tôi không có. Tôi không có. Okay, we're gonna use Buzz Lightyear again, because he's very useful. There's just something that magically kind of happens in your brain as you keep drawing the same drawing over and over. It gets your brain just already automatically figuring out and sticking the information. Like your brain just deciphering, okay, I get it. This literally means I in Vietnamese, tôi. Even though Vietnamese has like many different ways to say I, but tôi is completely saying I, you know what I mean? Okay, I just got the iPad, so it makes it easier with one hand to change the colors and everything. This, I don't know, the new iPad mini really has a lot of improvements to it, so I'm pretty much having fun making use of it, the features. Tôi không có. The comment again. So let's use the comment. So I'm just gonna draw the two falling stars, which are comets. Okay. Tôi không có. Again, it's yeah, there you go. Okay, bring up my iPad, see it right there. So the Buzz, then realize and told Woody after they went to get the golf set and said to him I don't have them. The aliens must have stolen them. because of the comets I destroyed. Okay, let's just go with that. I'm really breaking all the rules when it comes to language learning, I think, because I don't think anyone kind of teach it this way. And for me, I'm still trying to build myself up and trying to really prove how this method works. I'm not like really one of those guys who can speak 8 languages or anything like that, right? I'm just a guy who just really wants to find the easiest way to do things that works for myself. And I think that if it works for me, I think it can work for other people. So for me, I'm not like the smartest guy. I'm not the most like someone that you can really say, oh man, he's a genius. I'm more of a guy who's just like, hey, I'm going through the motions every day. And when I want to actually learn something, I want to make it convenient, easy, and effective as much as possible in my everyday life, that I can manage to do it and fit it into my schedule, right? Because we all have like 9 to 5s, we all have like probably a family to raise, right? A kid to look after. So why not make it easier, right? We don't have all day to spend on trying to learn a language. We don't have like enough money to afford private tutors. And nowadays, modern days, do we have the enough energy to go and find a person who speaks our language and the language that we want to learn? Probably not. Sometimes it's hard. People tell me, oh, you can find it online, but hey, it's not that simple, right? So we learn I don't have. Anyways, let's keep going. I don't have. I can. I'm just gonna first do only 10 of these first for the first video, and then after, let's see how it goes, and maybe I can add more to more core sentence structures. So next one is I can. So I can. So let's listen to it.
Tôi có thể.
Tôi có thể. Man, that's
Tôi có thể.
tôi có thể. Tôi có thể. Okay. Anyone who's Vietnamese, rate my Vietnamese, okay? Okay, hold on. Oops. I can. Tôi có thể. Tôi có thể. Okay, let's record it.
Tôi có thể. Tôi có thể.
Tôi có thể. Okay. Let's draw it. Tôi. 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 Có thể. Tay. Like taste? When you hear that, tay, like for English, I'll probably say like tasting. You ever go to those ice cream shops and they have those little tiny cups that like just real tiny like this, and you scoop a little scoop of ice cream on it, and then they give you to kind of like grab and lick at. I'm kind of like, and that's like a taste. That's what I'm kind of thinking of. Oops, hold on, let me just draw that. I'll just draw the tongue. So here's my tongue. Okay. And here's that little tiny cup of ice cream, right? A little tiny paper cup. So tôi có thể. So after that, let's write a story. Buzz says that says to Woody that I can go fight the aliens to retrieve the golf set back, and after a game of golf they can go taste ice cream after. Okay, that will work. Okay, let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got 3 more. We got 3 more words, and then this video will be over. And hopefully I can make the series even better by editing and rewatching what I just recorded. So next one is I can't. So that's a very useful. Okay. Hopefully you guys are pretty much understanding how this method works. Tôi không thể. Tôi không thể.
Tôi không thể.
Tôi không thể.
Tôi không thể.
Tôi không thể. Tôi không thể. Okay. So I can't. I can't. Okay. Tôi không thể. Tôi không thể. Tôi không thể. Come. My comment again? I think the more you redraw something, the more it sticks. Again, like I said, guys. Oh, jeez. Did I just deleted it? No way. Okay, let's start over then.
Tôi không thể. Tôi không thể.
Okay, I almost forgot that. Let's draw it. Buzz. Then realize that he was up against 1,000 aliens. And he probably has to use his comet blasting cannons to show the aliens another taste. Get it? Taste of defeat. Oops. Of defeat. You get it? Taste of defeat. You know, the taste. The other picture. Hopefully you guys get it. But realize and told Woody that I can't. I'm talking through first person as Woody, that I can't. That do it. Okay, there you go. Tied the 3 pictures and meaning. Okay. Tôi không thể. Okay. So I think we got 2 more. So hold on. I can't. I know. So I'm gonna do I know. Okay. I know. Okay, let's listen to it.
Tôi biết.
Tôi biết. Okay. So I know. Dot dot dot. Tôi biết. Tôi biết.
Tôi biết.
Tôi biết. Oh man.
Tôi biết.
Tôi biết.
Tôi biết.
Tôi biết. Yep, let's just go with that. Tôi biết. Beat. Beat. Okay, well, let's
Tôi biết.
Tôi biết.
biết. Biết. Tôi biết. Tôi biết. Tôi biết. Gosh. I need more like practice refining that. But at least I can remember it. Okay. Tôi biết. Biết. Tôi biết. Okay, so beat. Like a music beat. Tôi biết. Ooh. Almost dropped my Apple Pencil. Tôi biết. Beat. Beak. Like a bird's beak. Tôi biết. Tôi biết. Tôi biết. Tôi biết. Still trying to figure it out. Tôi biết. I'll just do a bird's beak. I don't want to spend too much time. I think the more stressful I am, the more I'm not really learning. I gotta let my brain free, right? Not to be stressed out. So you see this. This is basically my bird, and you see his yellow beak. Okay? Hopefully you see it. Tôi biết. Oops, I don't need that. Okay, once we got that. And let's see. Tôi biết. Oh, shoot, I forgot to draw Buzz's helmet. Okay, I just draw his head, okay? Hopefully you'll, understand what that picture is. So, Buzz says he says to the aliens that I know where the golden bird that they are hiding is in which planet. Okay. Tôi biết. Hopefully I got that right. Okay, so last one. I don't know. Okay, that's a good one. I don't know. I don't.
Tôi không biết.
Tôi không biết. Okay. I don't know. Dot. Tôi không biết. Okay. think that should be our last one, right? Okay. Let me record it onto the app. Oops.
Tôi không biết. Tôi không biết.
Okay. You got into our app. Okay. Tôi không biết. Okay. Boy. You know, sometimes if a picture becomes too repetitive, like what we're doing with Buzz Lightyear, sometimes it's good to change it up, right? You don't have to keep using the same image over and over again. Sometimes you can break the habit by using a different image or word or sound. So, tôi không. Okay, I kind of don't care no more. Let's just, we know it's a student comment, okay? Come big, and we got the bird. There you go. Okay, that's his little cute little eye. Yeah, I'll just give him a little eye. There you go, a cute Asian bird. Okay. Buzz finally says, I don't know where to. I don't know how to fight the golden bird. He thinks his only option is to use the comet gun. Okay, let's just do it that way. Okay. Yeah, so I think, let's see how many we do so far. I want, I need, I like, I don't like, I have, I don't have, I can, I can't. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, we just did 10. So we'll just leave it at that. I don't want to keep the video to be too long. So let's just go and review the cards that we made. Okay. So if you're familiar how Anki works, again, what we're looking at is the front of the card. So right now we're looking at I want. So let's look at it. Okay, so let's try to recall what did we remember how to say I want. Always try to remember the story, okay? And once you remember a story, try to collect, you know, what you can. If you can't remember the story, yeah, always try to review the card. So say if I can't remember the story, I want, or I don't know how, still don't know how to say it, then let's check the back of the card.
Tôi muốn.
Okay, tôi muốn. Okay, tôi muốn. So Buzz Lightyear went to the moon because he said, I want to be the first astronaut. Okay, yeah. So, you know, the best part of Anki is that, you know, just keep reviewing it until you finally get it. But over I need, you know, and then you're like, tôi cần.
Tôi cần.
Tôi cần. Tôi cần. Tôi cần. Well, it's like you told himself that he needs to use the laser gun to shoot the aliens. Okay. I'll just give that a quick click. I like. Tôi muốn. No, tôi thích. I think I remember Buzz Lightyear said that he likes to use the ticks as some sort of detergent against the aliens. Okay, I think that's what my brain's picking up on.
Tôi thích.
Yep, tôi thích. Yep, like I was kind of right. Okay. I don't like. So we just reviewed tôi thích, which is I like. So how do we say I don't like? Well, if I can remember, isn't come don't, right? So tôi không thích.
Tôi không thích.
Tôi không thích. Sometimes you don't always have to remember the story. Remember, the reasons why you're drawing and writing a story is to help information get transferred into your head. And then, to help retrieve the information is that this is a good way to help your brain have a tangible way to retrieve the information in your head is by connecting it with the pictures and the story. So that's what it serves. But if you can directly just go and retrieve the sound, how to say it and the meaning without needing the pictures or story, then go right ahead. You don't need to do recall the picture or story all the time. If you can just remember it directly, then that's great. Tôi có, I have. Buzz told Woody that he has a golf set. Yeah.
Tôi có.
Yep. Tôi có. And then last one, I want. Again, right? We already went through this. We reviewed the story.
Tôi muốn.
They move. Yep. Yep. There we go. We could review the other 5, but I'm kind of too lazy for that for now. But you get the whole idea, right? You get the whole idea of how this method works. But so far, we'll start off with that, and I'll catch you on the next video, okay? So thanks for watching this far along in the video, and I hope this method works for you. It definitely worked, helped me in my language learning journey, especially Vietnamese. But yeah, again, guys, that's really it for the video. Okay, again, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.